What's going on, everybody? Today we are going to do a budget PC. So today's budget, we're going to do $1,000. And so this video is mainly for people who want to build a PC but they have no idea where to start. They know their budget but they don't know what pieces to get. They don't know what parts they're going to need. They don't know, they basically for the new guys. We're going to go ahead and start with the CPU. So I prefer for a budget build to get the most bang out of your buck, especially if this is, we'll just say that this is going to be a gaming PC. I would suggest go with AMD. So it's better to pick the processor first, then the motherboard, because the processor is going to really be the part that you're going to want to focus your build around, aside from the graphics card. Alrighty, so I would suggest for the most bang for your buck, I would go with the Ryzen 5 3600. You can see that it actually has some pretty good ratings. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to add this to cart right here. So it's a 3600 6 core 3.6 gigahertz 4.2. So it's not unlocked, so you can't overclock. But if overclocking is not what you're looking for, so this is going to be good for you. If it's just going to be a gaming PC. So we're going to add that to cart. And nope, we don't want that. Okay, so I think we should go with the Gigabyte B450. It does have Wi-Fi, so if you, for example, I'm running off Wi-Fi. If you're not able to get an Ethernet cable all the way to wherever your setup is, I do recommend Ethernet. It's going to be a lot quicker than Wi-Fi. So just a little quick tidbit there. All right, so this one seems pretty good. It's an AM4. It's the Gigabyte B450, 6 gigabytes, USB 3.1, HDMI, and it's an ATX AMD motherboard. This is a good one. So we're gonna go ahead and add this one to cart. And no, we don't want that. Next thing is RAM. So you don't need a lot of RAM to do anything. So RAM can be pretty pricey, but based off your budget, you don't need the fanciest RAM out there. So it's really up to you. You don't need the fastest. You don't need the biggest. So for gaming, I recommend 16 gigabytes. 16 gigabytes is good. That's going to be something that should do you really well. And so this one has 341 reviews. It's four eggs. It is 16 gigabytes. It's two 8 gigabytes, which is a lot better than just getting one 16 gigabyte. Dual channel is better, especially for gaming. So we're going to go ahead and add that to cart. Continue shopping. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 300. Yeah, continue shopping. Alrighty, so now that that's in our cart, what else am I missing out on? I lost track. You know what? Yeah, let's go with the now we can go for the graphics card. So let's go ahead and add that. Let's see, graphics. Where are you? Here you go. Video graphics devices right here. We'll go. I mean, does that gaming part, doesn't that even matter? I mean, well, okay, we'll go with it. Okay, so our budget's $1,000. We're $300 down already. That leaves us 900. That leaves us $700. So we're gonna go ahead and it lets us select like our price point. So we're gonna go 2 to 300 and even 3 to 400. All right. So there's a GeForce 2060. There's a 1660. I recommend if you know a 1660 would be good, or a 1660 Super. But let's check out their prices. So let's keep this one in mind actually for a 2060 graphics card. Okay, so for the graphics card, and it comes at a really good price. It's at $249.99 at least right now. It's the MSI GeForce GTX 1660 Super, so that's gonna be a good one. It's not super high end, but it's not back there either. It's a good graphics card, especially like I said, if you're just going to be gaming. It always does depend on the game that you're going to use, but this is a pretty strong graphics card. It's going to do you good. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add that one to cart. We're going to go no thanks to that. And we're going to move on to the power supply. So we're going to go with this 550 right here. This is going 104 Seasonic. It's 80 plus gold. It's fully modular, which is even better. You know, fully modular is where you're able to, you know, if you're not going to use certain cables, you don't need to add those, so you can better manage your cables when you actually build your PC. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add that one to cart. No thanks, we don't need that. And we're going to go look at cases. Alright, so the Seagate Barracuda has 956 reviews and it's at 4 stars. It's $54 and it's 2 terabytes. Terabytes. You can't like that. That is actually really well. This could be used for storage. So this is what you're gonna use to store your game. So we're gonna go ahead and add that to cart. It's a good amount of space. You can't go wrong, and it's 7,200 RPM. It's pretty standard, but for a budget build, it's gonna be perfect. Okie dokie. So now we're looking at an SSD. So the SSD is gonna be our boot or is gonna be our boot drive, and the hard drive is gonna be our storage. So I would rather use an NVMe, or you can use an SSD. Personally, I'm using a NVMe to boot my system up. So we're gonna go ahead and look at this one. It currently is on sale, so you know, 5 stars, 658. It's not, you know, it's not the prettiest, but it looks good. 117.99, can't go wrong. It's 1,000 gigabytes, so you can put some of your favorite games in there, Windows and your favorite games. So this is gonna be a good one. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that to cart. You know what? I changed my mind. We're gonna go with the let's see. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna go with the regular SSD. Just for those of you who are building your first PC, this might actually be a little easier to use than an NVMe. It's totally up to you. You can go NVMe or you can go SSD. Either one, it's really they're pretty similar. The setup is slightly different. So we're gonna go ahead and add this one to cart rather than the last one. Okay, so now that we're looking at gaming cases, there's 2 different ones that I would recommend. So they're by Fractal Design. We have the Meshify C White and the Meshify C Black. They're going for $89 each, so you really can't go wrong with that one. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go straight towards the black one. It looks like it is an ATX, high airflow. This is actually kind of like a mesh that's going on right here in the front, so it does allow air in. It does have 1 fan. That might be. It looks like it only has 1 fan, so you might want to get some fans for your system. We can look at that in a bit, but it does at least come with 1 exhaust fan by the looks of it. So we'll add that one to cart, and let's go look back one more time. Actually, maybe we might find a better computer case. So let's look. Bestsellers. Okay. So I changed my mind. We're gonna go ahead. Okay, so let's go with the DIY PC Skyline Black ATX full tower computer case. This one, it actually comes with 5 120mm blue fans pre-installed, front 2 fans, 2 top fans, and a rear fan. So this is actually going to be good because it already comes with fans, so we don't have to spend any extra money on the we don't have to spend any extra money whatsoever on fans. So since it's already here, we're going to go ahead and add this one. Alrighty, so now we're going to go ahead and just re-go over most of our parts. So here we have the DIY PC Skyline case. So this is going to be a good case for, especially when you're starting out. It actually has some pretty good amount of fans, so it'll help keep your PC cool. And right now it is on sale for $89.79, so that's a big save. So we're going to go ahead and stick with that one. The Barracuda Seagate hard drive is a good one. It's 7,200 RPM, and especially it's 2 terabytes. Can't go wrong with 2 terabytes for $54. It is going to be good for storage, and basically anything that you don't want to. It's not going to be for your boot. This is just going to be for storage, really. Now we got the Gigabyte B450 motherboard. So this is going to be a good it's an ATX AMD. It's pretty much everything that we're looking for. Also comes with Wi-Fi if that's what you're going to use. So you don't need to go buy an adapter or anything like that. So it comes with Wi-Fi. We got the MSI GeForce GTX 1660 Super. So it's not going to be a super high end, but it's not going to be super low end. It's going to be right smack in the middle. It's going to be it's actually pretty good. It's actually really good at games. So that's pretty much what it's made for. Anyways, good. This is gonna be a very good graphics card. So this is what yeah, I keep stuttering. Okay, so MSI GeForce GTX 1660 Super is a pretty decent card. It's not going to be super high end. It's to where you're selling your car or something, or paying $1,000 for a graphics card, but it's not gonna be low end. So you're gonna be able to run most games on it. It really does depend on the game, but for the most part, this is gonna be a really good graphics card. You're gonna want to go for this one. We got the Seasonic GX 550. It's 550 watts. So you don't really, if you're not gonna be overclocking, this power supply is gonna be actually fairly decent for you. If anything, you can go to PC part picker and you can pick all these parts, or all the parts that you're going to use, and it should pretty much be below 550, because if you're not running 2 to 3 graphics cards or overclocking, then you don't need anything more than 550. At least that's my personal belief. If you want to go bigger so you can upgrade later, that's up to you. But just so that we stay within the budget, we're going with this power supply right here. Same thing with the RAM. So these is a G.Skill. It's not gonna be the fanciest. It's not gonna have all the lights that comes with it. It's $62.99. We get two 8 GB RAM sticks, so we get that dual channel. It's 32. The DDR4 is 3200 hertz, so that's actually really good. It's a lot faster than the ones I'm running, so that's for sure. So that's really good. And then we're going to go with the AMD Ryzen 5. So the 5, if you're wanting to stream, this is going to be a good CPU for you to stream. If you're wanting a game, definitely a good one. It's a very mid-tier. It's very good. It goes from 3.6 gigahertz and it can boost up to 4.2. But, a boost is different from overclocking. Overclocking, you're keeping that you're keeping at that speed, the 4.2 gigahertz, pretty much the whole time, versus where a boost, it'll boost at certain points. But like I said, if you're not overclocking, this is going to be a good one. It's $171. You really can't go wrong with it. Next thing we're looking at is the SSD. The SSD, it's going to be not so much storage. I mean, it's a terabyte, so can't go wrong. But it's not, this is going to be what you want to boot Windows off of, so that way when you actually decide to, when you turn on your computer, you don't have to wait a few minutes or so for your for that spinning disk to find wherever Windows is on there and load up Windows. It should open up pretty quickly with the SSD, so that's why we went with that. So we're going to go with a little bit of a combo there. And if you check it out right here, the subtotal is $985.62, definitely within the budget. Estimated shipping is $775. If you check that grand total out, we are right below $1,000. So, if you wanted to change certain things, by all means, change certain things. This is just a small guide for people who are just starting out, with their builds. Use this as a guide. Don't do exactly what I did. I mean, you can if you want to. Maybe, if somebody wants to try this out, try it out. But for the most part, this is kind of a guide just for what you guys should do. If you check, look for the sales. If you check it out, a lot of these things were on sale. Well, at least most of them. 3 items on sale. Can't go wrong with when it's on sale, especially if it's good. So $993.37. By all means, guys, build your PC. It's a lot of fun. You get to look at it and you just sit there like, I built that. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that subscribe button, and everyone have a good day.